That's more people come in. Okay. I don't know if everybody is experiencing the heat and the drought. But I have flowers. I'm trying to grow a flower garden, and I can go out and water my plants, in the morning time. But by the afternoon, when the sun is out, and then you have all that heat building up, well, the heat just dries out everything. So I'm losing my plants, and I really don't like that because it's a lot of hard work. You're letting your plants, and it's hard work. You know, uh, putting the plants in the flower boxes, that kind of thing. It's very, very hard work, and you know, now I don't know if everybody is going through this heat wave or going through the drought. Uh, I know there are a lot of places are going through the drought or going through the heat wave, and things are not. I saw something on Google. I Googled this, and so I asked Google if there are lakes drying up. Well, let me tell you, I saw some pictures yesterday of lakes, and these lakes are completely dried up. There's no water in them, and there are cracks in the lakes. There's no water, no water because the heat has literally dried up all of the water in the lakes. And I Googled this. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that the heat can actually dry up. And when you see cracks in the ground, my friend, that's bad news. When you got when you got a garden, okay, if you have a garden, you have stuff like like your tomatoes, your peppers. You try to water that. You know, if you got a garden out in your yard, and you get the heat coming down. What's the heat going to do? It's going to dry up your garden. It's just going to dry it up. Even the grass will turn brown. The grass is supposed to be green in the summertime, but now it's brown because of the heat. And to me, I can't really handle heat. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I can't handle heat because it's so hot. You have 100 and I don't know, but the heat is very, very rough. Very rough. Me personally, I don't like the heat. Now, also on this lake type thing, what I saw on Google, so also saw fish. There's no fish in the lakes. I'm like, oh my goodness, man, this is bad. No fish. One part showed a boat, looked like all dried up. Everything's dried up. The boat just, on the side. There's no water. There's no water anywhere. The lakes, you got the lakes drying up now. You know, uh, it's you know it's bad. Now for me, what I'm doing is I'm praying for rain, and I'm praying for the end of this heat wave, and I'm praying for rain. And you know, uh, that's what I'm doing because it needs to. The heat wave needs to come to an end. It needs rain. This is so so dry, very dry. But that's me. Okay, so I'm praying for rain. I'm praying for rain and cooler weather, but it might be too late for my plants. And see, the flowers that I have that I'm growing, um, they have to have cool weather, cool weather for them, to grow and everything. But right now, no, it's not cool weather. It's hot, and uh, if you're not used to the hot weather, then yeah, I mean the hot weather can really get to you if you're not used to it. Um, our church did a thing. Um, our church did a thing a while back, and I forget what it was. But anyway, they had these firefighters come out to our church just to entertain the kids, I think. So I got to interview the firefighters at the church. And when I did, I was walking around. One of the firefighters was talking, and I got to interview the other one. Very nice guys. And so as I was talking to the firefighters, one of them, took off his jacket, and put it on the ground. And so I was showing my feminist, and I looked down at the firefighter's jacket, like, oh my, I'm like, oh man, I thought, how in the world can they stand this? You know, as hot as it is, how can they stand this when they're out on a call? How can they stand it? Get the jacket on. It's just if you haven't seen the video, you have to watch it because it showed that the fireman's jacket. They have to have that jacket on. Then they have not have a like a hat on their head and everything. It's just I don't see how they can stand that. It looked like it would be very hot. To put a fire fire fireman's jacket on in the first place, and then you have all that gear. Okay, you have all that gear. You have to put all that on. I just don't see how they can put that on, and do that, but they do. But I managed to interview them, and it was hot that day. It was hot, but yeah, that was at our church. And a while back, I was preaching on the end times, and I felt like I needed to preach on the end times because I feel like that's what we're living in, or the last days, or the latter days, whatever. Or, and so, I say this over and over and over that my brother is a pastor. He preaches, and so time or two I've been into the church. I heard my brother say um, that it is closer than we think. We realize it's, we're closer than we ever been. Now, what he's talking about is Jesus coming back. Jesus is coming. That's what he's talking about. When he said if we're closer than we ever been, that's what he's talking about. He's talking about Jesus coming soon. That's what he's talking about. And so, it took me, or Jesus is coming back to his bride. Means the church. Uh, so that's what he's talking about. But this hot weather, um, I, I don't know why it's so hot. I think it has to do something with the Pacific Ocean. Um, there's something that it's causing this heat wave, and I guess it's all over. I mean, I don't know um, what parts, but it's all over. And if you have a garden, if you have a garden and you got tomatoes, you got say green bell peppers growing in your garden, and you go out and water it, you know, go out and you water it, and then by the day, by the afternoon, what's going to happen? The heat from the sun is going to dry all that up, just like it's doing mine. I had some flower seeds I brought from the Dollar Tree a while back, before summer started. I brought some flower seeds from the Dollar Tree. I was going to plant a flower garden so I could see something pretty in the summertime. But that's before I knew this heat wave started. In the drought. Not only the lakes I saw, but I saw a farmer's garden. It was a garden, and it's a garden somewhere. I forget where it was, but I looked at it. It looked like corn. It looked like corn, rows of corn. Well, guess what? I looked at that. I took my fingers and enlarged it just a little bit so I could see it. I could not believe it. The corn that was growing up was completely dried up. There was cracks in the ground, and it's just bad. It's real bad. But I don't know why. You know, I've been I've been doing a thing called afternoon coffee time. Now, afternoon coffee time. Uh, well, let's see. How can I put this? Okay, so I'm doing stuff on afternoon coffee time. Matter of fact, I shared something yesterday on and then right at the end, I prayed. Well, today I did the exact same thing again. And at this time, I was praying for the sick. But I also need to be praying for the end to this heat wave too. Uh, you know, I suppose I don't see my friend, my mod in the building yet. Sometime one of my mods will show up. We sometimes my mods will show up when I'm right in the middle of a stream. They usually show up. Oh, I can show y'all something. Oh, y'all gonna like this. You're gonna love this. So, uh, I got something from Walmart. And let me tell you what I got from Walmart. Look, guys. Look, yeah. Yes, yeah, look at that. These are all paints. And I'm going to be doing some of these. very soon I get order myself more canvases. Look at that. These are paints. Yeah, y'all see them? Yeah, those are real good paints. Very small tubes. Very small tubes. But you got lemon yellow into it, get the ochre with the pink. You saw the pink in that? Oh, I tell you what, that pink color would be good for doing be, be good for doing a bush or tree. And get all the beautiful colors. Okay, and let me show you the name of this. So you know, this is the name of them right here. Y'all see that? That's the name of it. And I got this from Walmart's. And then I got these real cool brushes. Look at those. These are new brushes. I can't wait to do that for you guys. And here they have a zip thing. See this? I'm gonna pull this down, open it up like that, and I'm gonna pull out a brush. It's a brush right here. Okay, and I have to watch these brushes get shed. And this is a size, look like 15, 1 and 5 half, I think. Look at that brush. And you know what kind of brush this is? It's an English brush. And I can put the sky on with this brush. I can put the sky on with this brush. That's pretty cool. Have you ever seen a brush look like this before? I don't think I've never seen a brush look at that brush. Look at that. Is that gold tip, blue handle? Wow, is that cool? Boy, that feels good. Man, that feels good. Woo, dude, look at that. That feels good. Yes. And plus, I got a fan brush. Yes. It was nice and cool in that Walmart store, though. Woo. Going in was hot, but while I was in that Walmart store, it was nice and cool. Man, this feels good in here. But when I got out of the Walmart, out of the store, well, guess what happened? All that cool air was in that store, but when I came out, dude, it was hot. Man, woo, it was hot. Man, I couldn't stand that. Don't like the heat. Look here. Here's a fan brush. You know what size this is? Well, the size of this fan brush is a size 10. Ooh, size 10. You know what I can do with a fan brush like this? It has very soft bristles. I love that. I don't like a brush that has real hard, real hard bristles. This brush right here is very soft feeling, very soft. I can make pine trees with this, pine trees, clouds, and make clouds with this brush right here. That's what this brush is for. Actually, you can do the waves on the seascapes. Seascapes. Now, they did have some canvases there. I didn't get the canvases. No, let's see. Let's see. I'm going to pull out the image here. Oh, y'all going to like this one too. Wow, you know what size brush this is? Look, 3 and the 0. Look, look at that small brush. Ain't that brush? And then look at this one. What size this one is? Size 2. And this is a 3.5 0 size brushes. I'm gonna pour out some brushes. Okay. All right. So yeah, I got these from Walmart's. I did not know when I went to Walmart's, I did not know they even sell this kind of stuff there. All right. Got these cool brushes. All right, I'll put them on the side now. All right, I'm going to show you these cool brushes. These the sizes of them. It's not part of my live stream, but how about that? Okay. Okay, so let's see here. All right. 2 and a 0. Right there. Look at the size of that brush. Look how pretty that is. Man, that's beautiful. Gold tips, blue handle. This one right here, I can sign my name, or make the tree limbs. But I'm always using brushes. You know what size brush this is? You know what size this is? A 24. A size 24 brush. Wow, and this one is a size 22. Look at that size of that brush. Man. And then let's see. I'll tell you the size on that one. This is a size 12. Look at that brush. Size 12. Wow. Pretty cool. And then you have size 2. That's size 2. I like these because these are pretty. And then let's see. Size 6. Mm. I don't know about that one. So this is a 5. And these are filbert brushes. This is a size 4. And a size 6. Then you have all these brushes. Is that cool looking? Wow, that's cool. Look at those size brushes, man. Look at those brushes on there. Dude, there's a lot of brushes right there. Is that cool looking? At least something. Oh, almost sit on this brush. I don't like sitting on a brush. Let me tell you about some. Yeah, one watch. It's okay. I was watching one of my old live streams uh, the other day, and while I was watching one of my old live streams, uh, what's the other night? The other night, I would watch one of my old live streams just to watch them. Sometimes I watch them to make me laugh, and so I had this one of my uh, one of my can't think. So I had one of my mods up on the panel, and so me and him was just starting around, joking around just a little bit. Next thing I know, we started doing voices. Like he doing cartoon voices. Um, I was doing one of you remember the movie Rain Man? I was doing Rain Man, and I did another voice. I can't remember that one. But anyway, it was when he was doing those. Oh my gosh! Wow, it was so funny, And anyway, it was a lot of fun to do. A lot of fun just to sit there and look at it. And then I was doing what you call painting lives. I did paint lives all last year. I was doing paint lives, and I was teaching people how to paint. I would have a panel up, did the panel, and I would have people come on my panel. Most of them was all my mods, but half of them were my own mods. And so it's pretty cool to have your mods come up on the panel and do that. I'm fixing to try something here. I'm fixing to try something. Okay, I don't know that this is gonna be funny to do. This is gonna be crazy. This gonna be funny. What? Oh, then y'all give me a second. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna do something here. Let's see. This gonna be funny. Let's see. What's this? Oh man, this is gonna be so funny. I'm gonna try something. Hey, I'm experimenting here. Hey, hang on, be right with you. I'm gonna try something here. The accent come up. Oh dear. This is funny. I actually did it. Oh man, that's funny. That's funny right there. All right. What it says is, "Hi, I like your brushes and oil colors." Why not? That's kind of funny to me. You know what I mean? uh, ooh, that was funny. See, I'm telling y'all, I was experimenting with something. Mhm. when when my mom's not in the building, I can have some fun. You know what I mean? But my mom's not in the building. Hopefully, my moms might come in. Usually, the time my moms would come in, right when I'm doing a live stream. Sometimes they come in, you know, a little bit, at the end of the live stream. Uh, I'm sorry. Ooh. Ooh. Sorry about that. Oh me. Mm. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah. I was watching one of my other live streams on and me and my mod was had up on the panel again, and me and him just talked around just a bit that night. And so so me and him was talking, and uh, we are talking about belching, burping or belching, and then so yeah, I told him I actually did that, and I didn't mean to do it, and then and I think then I did it on my live stream, and like, oh, I actually did that. I actually did belch my live stream. You don't mean to do it, so yeah, you don't mean to do it, just belch. Mhm. Plus, I had a doggy, had two doggies at one time or another. Well, actually, I had three. Yeah, I had three doggies at one time or another, and I miss both of them. I miss all three of them now. But uh, when my mom was living, we used to have two doggies, and one was a beagle, and the other one was a Labrador. And we got the Labrador off the street. It's a street dog, and so the beagle, well, the beagle was let's see, the beagle was always with us, but the Labrador came off the street, and so one day I was painting and um, and my mama was on the phone with her friend, and so as my mama was on the phone, I was painting and having fun, and my two dogs loved being in the room with me. Well, as my dogs loved being in the room, then I had a pallet on my bed, and this was a few years ago, many years ago, and then I didn't have nowhere to put my my oil paint set, and the beagle decided to get its tail into the paint. And then the Labrador got its paw stuck into the paint. So, well, let me tell you all about something. We had an office time getting that paint out of the dog's tail and out of its paw. You know how dogs are; they don't like to get wet. And I had to pick up the dog. I had to get pick up the Labrador, and the Labrador was pretty heavy, so I had to pick her up, put her in the bathtub because my mama she had arthritis, and so I decided to uh, pick the dog up, put her in the bathtub, and then I did the big one the same way. Put her up, put her in the bathtub. Well, when the dog wanted outside in the yard, and when I opened up the sliding glass door, man, the dogs just ran out into the grass, and guess what? The dog started rolling around in that grass. And the more they rode around that grass, I don't know why did y'all hear that? Hope y'all didn't hear that. Oh my goodness, it'd be bad, if y'all heard that on there. But anyway, yeah, getting back, getting back, uh, at the doggies. So the dog rolled around the grass. I, I don't know if the dog think it's, you know, you know, you know how dogs do. I miss my dogs to this day. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something. This is so. Let's see. Get this going real good. Okay, ready?